Hello everyone. Hello everyone who's watching in the archived version. I hope it's finally working. I've been trying to play with the different settings on YouTube forever now. And yeah, it kind of beats the purpose of my spontaneous morning routines. Takes half an hour to just understand how to stream properly. So right now I just want to check that the stream is working. Seems like it. Okay, so before I get on with the tactics, I'll mention that my main idea with this channel is not necessarily to teach others how to improve their chess or explain different things. It's about me attempting to improve myself, and in the process, hopefully, maybe setting an example for others, even if not for everyone. And I would like to mention this quote from Albert Einstein that I put in the description, which is setting an example is not the main means of influencing others. It is the only means. And while I think it might be interesting for me and the viewers to talk about improvement in chess and to speak about how to become better and to tell everyone about my achievements and how good I am, and they will tell me in the chat how good they want to be. Talking is nice, it can be motivating, but I would like to first and foremost set an example for myself. And one of the things that I want to achieve is a morning routine where I solve tactics when I'm tired after waking up. And hopefully by doing it without talking much, people will see how it's done. Maybe not necessarily done properly because I'm not yet an expert on the topic, but maybe later on I will somehow inspire some people to do it themselves, and if not to solve tactics by themselves as their morning routine, then at least do it with me while watching the video and trying to solve. So normally speaking, in my future videos, after I gain more experience and realize how to stream properly and how to adjust all the settings and so on, I'll do some slow tactics where I actually explain my thinking process. But before I do it, I want to decide on a website, and I'm gonna check 5 different sites, maybe more sites if you guys are intending to suggest anything, and I wouldn't mind try them out. And eventually I'll decide on one site where I'll solve my tactics on a daily basis while streaming. And I'll just mention that I created a poll. On the top right of the screen you can see an exclamation mark, and if you press it you can vote which site you like the most for tactics. And that's more or less it for now. And what I would like to do, I didn't try the chess.com tactics trainer before, but what I would like to do is to press start at some point and try to solve as fast as I can, and without explaining anything. Let's say I might mumble some words when I miss some tactics, just for myself and the viewers, so I'll remember later on when watching it what I might have missed and what might have been wrong with my thinking process. But that's more or less it. And I'm going to pretend that I'm solving tactics by myself. So if I was waking up and I was by myself, I would like to put some calm music while doing it. Hopefully I'm not breaking any copyright issues, and if I am, I'll solve it later on as time goes by with experience. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Oh, but first I just wanted to make sure I have the volume turned on. And by the way, if the music or anything that I'm saying is annoying to anyone, other than writing it in the chat, you can also mute the video and just try to solve the tactics. as I go. And if some of you don't manage to solve it as quickly, then you can also pause the video every now and then, or at least understand the patterns that you're looking at without accumulating all the details. But I hope with time all the viewers will improve and be able to see the variations at a relatively high speed. And one more thing, not only that I want to solve the tactics by speed means, I also would like to somehow have a balance between my speed and my accuracy. So I wouldn't like to solve 5 out of 10 in 1 minute if I could solve 3 out of 3 at the same time. So it's gonna I can't really define what is the balance, but I'll find it as I go by with more attempts in the future. So let's have a look at what we have. I want to see if anyone can hear me. Like to solve. Yes, okay. So this is good. I'm gonna put some of the random music I prepared. Okay, good luck. I'm already unsure what is going on. Maybe the level is high and there are no speed tactics in this format. I guess I'll see later. It also might be easy. Well, I'll try this. Yeah, it's probably quite easy, but for some reason I didn't get it. Okay, slow start. Hopefully I'll improve. Incorrect. Okay. No pre-moves. do I have to press? Oh, maybe I had to change the settings. Okay, got it. So, okay, this is the square. Let's say, does it even matter? I don't think it matters, but let's put it. Ah, but rook b3. Okay, okay, I have to go here. Completely missed it. Okay, I'll change the settings for a moment. Never stop, that's what I wrote, but it stops after every tactic. Okay. Huh. I want to trap your queen. If I do that, rook f8. This, that, this. I'll give a check first. And king f3. Knight f5 at the end? No. I guess. Looks completely winning. Ah, but there's queen g3. I have to be careful. If I start... I can start with both king f3 and queen e6. What's the difference? King f3, rook f8, queen e6. You have rook f7, knight f5. I don't see any difference. If you move the king, the knight f5 all the same. Threatening your queen. Rook f5, queen f5. Okay, I'll just give a check, whatever. No. Never. Maybe there was bishop takes g3, followed by rook f8. Ah, yeah, that's the difference. Alright. Queen a4. Double attacking. So, if I don't have to press the button, it just automatically moves forward. Okay, okay. So rook c3, bishop c1 looks nice. Rook a3 mate. Okay, I don't have to press anything, you can relax, sit back. Rook e8. And there. Well, this makes sense, and this, and rook d8. Yeah, we did it. By the way, I don't want to compare myself to anyone else from the rating point of view. I just want to improve. It's my own adventure, let's call it, my own journey of improvement. So I just want to improve in relation to myself. And my only, as far as rating is concerned, only my past rating is relevant, not anyone else's. Okay, king g4, but you have the e5 square all the time. Rook g6, rook e6 is an idea. Okay. Now rook f8. Grabbing that rook. Yes. Okay. g7. Knight h7. King h. Aha. Interesting. If I go. Okay. So I can go king h6, knight f6, then g8 takes king g7 and king f8. Oh, is it working? Is it stalemate? No. I have king g7 back. It was close. Okay, g7, knight h7, king h6, knight f6. g8 takes king g7. Doesn't seem to work. Can I go from another angle? King f6, knight g6. It doesn't make sense. So if I go to f5, bishop f7, also. Aha, then g8. And then king g6. Wow, that's quite ridiculous. Okay, let's try it out. Wow. Not bad. Good exercise. Okay, rook d8. But then rook e7. Knight f7 instead, yeah. Okay. But I didn't even bother calculating, just following by intuition. And now, okay, in a normal game I have to calculate until the end, but here it's speed tactics. So speed counts. Queen e5, queen b8. Okay, does this matter? No. Alright, not bad. I feel a bit slow, but it is the morning after all. I'm not that much of a morning person. Excuses, by the way. Speaking of setting example, I shouldn't make excuses, but for some reason it's one of my bad habits. So, let's see. Taking in d3. Doesn't seem to be anything for white. Okay, whatever. It's not that difficult. Now, how to mate my dear opponent? Bishop e2 followed by g5. Quiet move. This seems about right. Good. Okay. By the way, another point I'd like to make is that it's not a good idea to set goals by rating, because it's a bad habit. I hope you understand it by intuition. It's a good idea to set an amount of time to solve. So for example, let's say I'll set for myself another 19 minutes until it's 10 past 11 on my end, and then I will stop the session. This way there is no pressure, and I can be efficient with my time and go on with my day afterwards. Okay. Interesting. How do I win? I think I get it. h7, rook a8, king g6. Rook e8. Okay, cool. Okay, then king g6. Nice. Okay, so. Was ist das? Check. Check. No, I rushed. But I have to rush in this format. So queen a7, bishop e3, fe. Makes sense. Can also take. Okay. Good job. So if I go e7, start giving checks, but it doesn't help you. I have to do it anyway. I can start with a check. Okay, now it makes it complicated. King c5, e7. Now I have to see the difference. Okay. You give checks and rook c6 check and dc2, so I have to give check first. Okay. Now e7. And you're threatening mate, so e8 knight. I'm not sure if I can make knight here, but I'll try. Okay. Sometimes there's auto queen. g7, g1 doesn't work. So bishop check, g7, g8, and knight e7 would be a draw. Do I want more than a draw? Well, I don't think so. Well, draw is fine. Don't think I can win. Okay. Bishop d7. Threatening bishop f6 looks okay. Okay. So, what next? bish, get off the way. Then to c5. g6 or 95 check immediately. So g6, rook f2, g7 there is rook g2. So maybe f3. f3 would make some sense. Okay, rook h4, g6, rook h1. Also you can go king d5 and rook takes f3. It's far from obvious. So what should I do? Well, I don't see the solution. f3, rook h4, or rook, as I said, king d5. g6, can also go king e6. I have to start with g6, but rook f2. What next? Well, I have an idea. It might work. It seems to work, but check and knight d3. Yeah, so now you don't have rook. No! Rook knight g4 was the move with knight d3 check. Okay. Okay. So knight f6 or rook e4. What to do? What to do? Well, some rook b5 related idea looks nice. But what? But how to get it? Rook b5, you can probably move the king to f5. Then I don't see a win. Knight cannot move somewhere. So where do I put it? Put the knight somewhere. Come on, rook b5 makes a lot of sense. But king f5. No follow-up. Knight e7 maybe. Aha. Then queen e3. And nothing. No follow-up. I wish I had a logical move. Knight e7 looks nice. Queen e3 and nothing. I need a good first move. So nothing comes to mind. The king is trapped, kind of. Rook b5, king f5. No follow-up, friends. I don't see any follow-up. Well, what can it be? Knight somewhere? You'll always have the f5 square. How? Knight b6 maybe? But it doesn't make sense. Knight somewhere else. There must be something. It is an exercise. Wait a minute. I think I see an idea. Knight c7 check. And some knight e8. No, it's ridiculous. If I put the knight on h5. Okay, this one I want to solve. I don't care about speed anymore. Rook b5, king f5. Knight moves. Then another knight check. Then no follow up. Wanted to go to e8 somehow. Knight c7 check looks really good with king f6, knight e8. But still nothing special. Nah. What am I missing? What am I missing? Okay, obviously I'm down material. I need to mate my opponent, otherwise it won't make much sense. Knight e3 check followed by rook b5 of course doesn't work, queen e2 check. Rook b5 is one of my candidates. Ah, maybe rook b7! Why did I miss it? Just deflecting the queen for knight e3 mate. Even rook a4 comes to mind. Okay, rook a4. Where do you put the queen? You have c5 as your only square. If I go to b7, it's the same. Ah, you can also take on a3, which is kind of annoying. Okay, so rook a4 feels right. Queen c5. And now, maybe some check. No. Rook e4. I don't know. Queen c5. I feel like I have it already. It's in my pocket. Okay, rook b7, queen a3. I don't see follow-up. Ah, rook g7, rook g5 mate. Not so difficult. Okay. Easy. Easy exercise. And now rook g7 still. I had to foresee it, but still it's the same idea. Okay. Plus 1 point. I earned it. So, king g3. Then what? Don't even see a defense. Ah, b8 is a pin. But still, I mean, I just take it. What can I do? Bishop e4 probably. Then I take on f7 and I give mate on f... and then king g1. Okay, I better not rush. But it's not like I have a choice. Bishop e4. I don't have many squares. Rook f7, king g1. How can I get my rooks to an open file? Maybe take on... No. Come on. Maybe I start with rook f7, but then b8 queen. It doesn't make sense. I need an open file. Ah, then rook e4 and rook d8, but... For some reason I assumed the king was already on g1 when it's not. Ah, but then f8, rook d1 mate. Okay. Done. Okay. Bishop. Alright. Not bad, not bad. 7 minutes left. So. Check. Okay, I should start with a check. Otherwise, what is the point? Queen e5 or queen c4? You don't have a move. Knight d5 maybe. And then I take and rook d8. Okay, let's try it out. And maybe I don't have to take immediately, but I do. Okay, whatever. And now maybe I can mate you. Bishop d3. Yes. Okay. f3 doesn't make much sense, but it looks good. Taking on g4 with the knight or the rook? The knight. Running mate. Queen moves, check. I don't know. Knight. Knight e5. Back. Take and back. Yes. Okay. Giving a check would be very sensible. But what next? Bishop g3. I don't see a follow-up. What a morning routine. These exercises are quite balanced. I like it, with difficulty and ease in some cases. So far this site has been the most challenging and fun from the three that I checked. Chess tempo was very close to it. Very nice as well, but a bit too difficult. I have to adjust the settings there. How can I mate my opponent? I wanna get the queen somehow. Maybe from d6, that's the key, to h6. But in this case, h6 won't have a follow-up. So just take it. And then just grab the queen from h1. Maybe there's even a mate. Okay. I hate it when exercises pose me with this question. Take the queen or search for something better. Bishop c5 is probably mate in 1. Okay, didn't have to search for too long. Queen h5 seems obvious, but queen a6 is probably stronger. Okay, grabbing the f1 square. Rook d4, knight f3, there's queen f3. Sorry, so I have to take probably twice. Get rid of this knight and now knight f3. Yes, with the mating net. Done. Well, 4 minutes left. It's a bit tempting to think about 2500 mark, but I'll try to avoid it, despite having mentioned it. Now the question is knight d4 or knight b4? It's never an easy question when I want to trap the queen. Probably b4 makes more sense, but it's the a7 square after rook b8. So what do I do? If I go from d4, it's not like I have a great follow-up anyway. Maybe bishop c5 and rook b8, but still, I don't know. Let's try it. It's correct already. Ah, there's just knight a3, bishop a3 also. I was focusing on the queen. Ah, this is a famous position, but I don't know the solution. Probably it's involving knight e7 check. No! I was thinking queen g4, knight e7 and bishop g7 mate. Alright, so 2 minutes left. I have to be disciplined if I don't cross the 2500 mark. I have to force myself to stop. I just wanted to grab it. Why not? Is there anything better? I don't think so. Yeah, now this is the key. Maybe b2? That's interesting. What can he do? Come on, this is ridiculous. What a position. b2 makes a lot of sense, but okay, I'll just do it. Okay. Thank you, sir. Wow. 2 minutes left still, so I have to be solid. I have to maintain my spot. 2500 is a GM rating in classical chess. So, 94. What's the point for black? Rook d8? Then I move, he wants to take on d4. So if I take on g7, there is a queen hanging. So 94, rook d8. Bishop g7 maybe intermediate move. And then knight takes d6 and I grab all his pieces. But if rook f d8, bishop g7 does not get all of his pieces. So the queen moves. I'm not sure. Oh man. 94, rook d8. Rook f d8. Bishop g7. It's a lot of pieces though. I think it's fine. Okay. We did it, guys. Now the most difficult part is to maintain it. How do I press last puzzle? Because it never stops. I don't know. I guess I'll change the settings and press stop. Always stop. Okay. Let's solve this one and wrap it up. Check, check. Rook d6 is mate. Okay. So now, as I can see, I'm not sure if the viewers can see it, but I have these tactics here. So this is what I complained about previous trainers. It wasn't as easy to look at all the tactics I missed. So my idea now is to go through my mistakes. So let's see how it works out if I press it now. So I reach the position. And this was my mistake. And to summarize every session, I would go through the mistakes that I made and try to solve them in a slow fashion, not on a speed mode anymore. So I'm not sure how I'll reach the other tactics after I solve it, but let's do this one first. Also, on chess tempo I could actually get to this position, but it would reveal the solution as far as I can remember. Or was it play chess? Anyway, I like it that I don't see the solution. This is really nice. And rook takes f4 was the move that black played. And white had to win. So let's check the moves. The play problem, show solution, and analysis. I'll press play problem. Okay. And now I gave knight a5. No, I played g6, rook f2. And then after knight e5, king to d5, I played knight d3. So instead, I know this is correct, by the way, because it didn't say I failed at this point. So now knight g4 seems like the move. Fg, g7 is winning. And if rook e2, I can probably go g7, knight f6 or knight f3. Probably g7. I can also start with knight f6. It's kind of important because if I go g7, king e6, sorry, rook e8, knight f6, king e6, knight e8, there's king f7, and I might lose. So I better find the right move order. So this is the beginning. Now knight f6 first to avoid this rook e8, king e6. Now there is no harmony. No! I rushed it. I said I would solve it slowly and I rushed. So my main conclusion is that I'm impatient, among other things. So, can I replay the solution? Retry. Retry. I don't know how to pronounce it. The tactic. This is nice, I love it. I don't have to see the solution every time I make a mistake. I'll try it again and again until I get there. So, so g7 is the move I intended to do originally, but I didn't like rook e8, knight f6, king d6, knight e8, king f7. I guess I have knight d6 check and knight takes f5 and I'm winning. I thought I can never catch this pawn with the knight. Ah, this was silly. Okay. Once again I'm rushing, even though I'm correct. It doesn't even ask me what happens after king f7, as if it's so obvious. Okay, so now my question is how do I reach the next position? So, because I had this, I'm not sure if the viewers could see it, but I had this list of tactics with red and green colors. So I want to reach the other one that I got wrong. So, how do I do it? So I can download the tactic, which is actually nice. I will press it. download. This is nice because now I can grab it and put it on my Facebook daily tactics. At the moment I don't have daily tactics yet, but I'm collecting it and I'll prepare a lot of them. So every time I fail, I'll put it on the daily tactics on my Facebook page. So what did I want to do now? Finding the other one. Of course I can just press next tactic until I find it, but I'm searching for a better way to do it. So I don't see. Maybe select. Yes, select mode gets me back to where I was. So far this has been the best tactics trainer among the three I've checked. And I will check chess 24 next after solving this second mistake I made. Chess 24 is also very interesting. Actually I tried it a few times before, but without going through my mistakes. But so far this has been the most interesting tactics trainer. Let's say the most professional one. One of the reasons I'm not a big fan of doing it on the big sites, because I assume that some of my viewers are not grandmasters and they don't have free accounts, and or don't have accounts at all and are not intending to pay the subscription fees. And for this reason I'm leaning towards solving on free websites such as Chess Tempo or leadchess.org or Emerald Chess. So I'm not sure, but I'm thinking this could be a better experience for the viewers, and then I can send them to do it on Chess Tempo if they are not having their own account. So let me know what you think in the comments while I'm trying to solve this tactic, in the chat or in the comments later. If I should do it on the best site or on the site that everyone can also use. Not that I know which site is the best. So now, Queen G5 is the move I made, which was a mistake. Why was it a mistake? Probably because, I don't know. Knight F3 check, but then I'm winning. I don't know, it looks so natural. Queen G5. 96 is the defense, but then Queen G4 and I'm winning. I honestly don't understand why it's a problem. What is the problem? Maybe there is a faster way to win, but this is a bit ridiculous. I mean, Bishop G7 maybe. I can start with Knight E7 and then go Queen H6. Maybe this is a forced mate, but first I want to find the refutation to Queen G5. Because I'm a bit annoyed that it was a mistake. Well, I don't think there is a refutation. I just want to mate in one. And Knight E7 is coming as well. So something is wrong with this problem. Or with me. Both are equally possible, but maybe Knight E6, Queen G4 and is only a piece down? This would be a bit ridiculous. King H8 and only one piece down, and this is faster, Knight E7. So let's press play problem. And now I'm gonna try Knight E7 and Queen H6. In fact, I also have Bishop G7 with forced mate. Ah! The bishop is on F3. Oh, sorry. I forgot it was black to move. So Queen G5 might be a mistake for other reasons as well. Probably the same. Knight E6 with tempo. And then if the queen moves, then he's not a piece down anymore. He just moves his bishop. Bishop takes E4 is probably winning. Okay, now I get it. So Knight E7 feels right. If he gives up his queen, I'm happy. And if not, then this is forced mate. Mate in 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is nice. I'll also save this one, download it. Okay, cool. And now that I've finished my morning tactics session, then I will say a few words for summary. Let me know which site you think is best. In general, which one is best for my videos and which one is best for you personally to solve. And don't be shy to take the money situation into consideration, because the fact that some sites are free and some sites cost money can be a consideration. And since I'm a grandmaster, I believe all of these sites offer free premium memberships, but it's not a luxury that everyone will possess, and maybe in the future some of them will not offer this luxury. So I don't expect anyone to become GMs, at least not this year, let's say. But so I feel like it's a good idea to have a vote. But I'll just mention that I'm currently leaning towards this site. It's been the most interesting. I'll check Chess24 next, and probably lichess.org, and maybe other sites if you will suggest them. And for my own experience, Chess Tempo was very nice, but a little bit frustrating because some of the tactics were too difficult. So I guess I can adjust the level, but yeah, I haven't. My mind is still open to. I mean, I'm still flexible with my decision. I haven't made up my mind yet. So Chess24 is coming up next, hopefully tomorrow, and it was really difficult to set up this stream, and finally I did it well. Let me know if there are any technical issues. One of the main reasons I also did this stream in this format with an event and not a spontaneous streaming is that I'm probably going to stream the World Championship again tomorrow, and I had some technical issues, and this will help me solve them. So I'm practicing live streaming. So I hope you guys enjoy this session, or at least learn something from it. And if you want to learn some more, then keep watching the next videos.